Drones allow us to see things humans were never supposed to see. Welcome back, Charlie here. From creepy people in abandoned places to dangerous natural phenomena, get ready to see the most scary and unexplained videos ever caught by drones. First, we have to look at this near miss. This is secret footage of a German army drone. The incredible footage shows the drone nearly colliding with a passenger plane. The drone is a lunar TIC, owned and operated by the German Air Force. The drone nearly crashes into a passenger plane, carrying over 100 people. This took place in 2013 in Afghanistan. The footage was classified but was later leaked. The drone barely misses the plane, passing just below the engine of the left wing. This is no baby drone you can buy in stores. The lunar TIC weighs around 88 pounds, meaning that if it crashed into a plane, it could cause serious damage, and could even cause the plane to fall from the sky. In response to this, the German army said, "Our new drones will now be fitted with anti-collision technology." But it's scary to think that if this drone was only 2 meters to the left, it would have crashed this plane. Another scary drone near miss took place in Las Vegas. In 2018, a plane was landing at McCarran Airport in Las Vegas. That's when a small drone flew within feet of the plane landing. This is highly illegal. The anonymous person who did this posted the footage online. Flying a drone this close to an airplane can give you a fine of $250,000 and even imprisonment for up to 3 years. In this instance, it was a small commercial drone. But if this flew into the plane's turbine, it could cause the plane to crash. To this day, the drone's pilot is still unknown, but his dangerous actions could have ended hundreds of lives. Moving on, we have to look at the world's most dangerous road. Imagine having to drive on this road on your way to work. That's reality for people who live in Guoliang, China. They have to drive on the Guoliang Highway. It's said to be the most dangerous road in the world. The road is carved into the side of a cliff. There are no lights during the nighttime, and no barriers to stop your car falling off. Certain people are too scared to even drive down the road. The road spans 1.86 miles. It was first built in the 1970s by 800 workers, and today bikes, cars, and even buses drive over it every day. Its scale can only really be seen by drones. It's probably better that way so that drivers don't get too freaked out. Every year, various accidents happen on this road. This includes cars falling from the cliff, and various rocks from the cliff falling down and hitting cars. It's a scary road, and many people are stunned when they see its true scale thanks to drones. Next, we have to look at this surfer versus a shark. This drone footage may make you never want to go in the sea again. A drone was flying over Werry Beach in Australia, but that's when the drone's operator notices a shark stalking a surfer. The drone operator was able to save the day. He used the speaker on his drone to warn the surfers down below. The surfers were unaware that a deadly shark was only meters away. Thankfully, the actions of this drone operator saved this surfer's life. Werry Beach is famous for shark attacks, and Australia has an average of 11 fatal shark attacks every year. Now, we have to look at this terrifying sinkhole. This has been dubbed the world's most scary sinkhole, but it's technically not a sinkhole. It's called the Morning Glory Spillway. It can be found at Lake Berryessa in Northern California. This rare drone footage captured the amazing and scary spillway. This spillway is not always open. It only opens when the lake reaches full capacity. It swallows water into an enormous concrete pipe. This prevents Lake Berryessa from overflowing and causing floods, but it's still a very scary sight to see. The spillway drop is around 200 feet, meaning that if you swam in here, you would have zero chance at survival. In fact, back in 1997, one man did try and swim in this lake. He was pulled into the spillway, and sadly did not survive. Recently, a bird was pulled into the spillway. Many believed this bird did not survive, but a witness said the bird survived. The bird is a waterfowl. The witness said he saw it shoot out like a bullet at the other end of the spillway. The bird was shaken but managed to fly away. So, while it seems waterfowls can survive this spillway, way, humans most certainly can't. Next, I have to show you this real witch caught by a drone. This drone footage comes from Midlothian, Scotland. It's an area which is famous for witches. In the past, there were real-life witch hunts in this town, but it seems like witches may still be around in Midlothian. A man was flying his drone around when he saw a bizarre-looking woman. She was wearing all black with a red skirt. She had long black hair and was standing in a field. She spins around and seems to be performing some kind of ritual. It's very creepy and mysterious, and no one's around. The alleged witch has no idea that a drone is filming her every move. The woman raises her hands up into the air. That's when the drone's operator gets freaked out and flies away. Is this a real-life witch? And if not, what is this woman doing? Moving on, we have to look at the Tianjin blast. Tianjin was a busy port city in China, but in August of 2015, various explosions took place. It was caused by a warehouse which had ammonium nitrate. Massive explosions took place, injuring 801 people and ending 181 lives. Much of the city was razed to the ground. Drone footage captured the aftermath of these explosions. The explosions also released toxic and deadly chemicals into the atmosphere. The warehouse's owner was arrested and later given a death sentence. Moving on, I have to show you this mysterious man. One day a man was flying his drone in a snowy field. That's when he noticed something creepy. A man dressed in all black was lying on the ground in the middle of the field. The operator moved the drone closer to the man, which appeared to disturb him. It seemed like the man had passed out in the field. When the man woke up, he was clearly scared and ran away from the drone, but he appeared to stumble around in a weird way. He may have been intoxicated or crazy, but exactly what was going on here is yet to be explained. Moving on, we have to look at the car graveyard. This is a graveyard for cars. Over 300,000 Volkswagen cars sit abandoned in this desert. This car graveyard can be found in California. But why are there hundreds of thousands of abandoned cars in the desert? Volkswagen got caught cheating on its emission tests. As part of a settlement, they had to buy back over 300,000 cars. They spent $7.4 billion on these cars and had nowhere to put them. That's why they bought this massive amount of land in the California desert. The dry desert environment helps to maintain the car's exteriors, but all of these abandoned cars can't be used. Moving on, we have to look at the biggest traffic jam of all time. In some ways, this may be the scariest footage in this video. This traffic jam in China lasted for 12 days. Thousands of cars were stuck. The traffic jam was over 62 miles long. The true scale of this traffic jam was captured by drone. The traffic jam took place on China National Highway 110. It wasn't caused by a road closure or a natural disaster. Instead, the 12-day traffic jam was simply caused by too many vehicles clogging the road. Drivers were only able to move their vehicles 1 kilometer per day. This sight is hell for anyone who hates waiting in traffic. Drivers were filled with rage, anger, and hunger. Vendors came by with water and noodles to keep people going. And some people abandoned their cars altogether and decided to walk. It really was a crazy situation, and it's insane that it lasted for 12 days. Personally, I can't imagine anything worse. Finally, we have to look at the airplane graveyard. One day a man was flying his drone in the desert. That's when he made a scary discovery. The drone operator found many military vehicles in the desert. This is actually known as the airplane boneyard. It's found in Tucson, Arizona. It's over 2,600 acres, and thousands of military aircraft and vehicles are abandoned here. It's where out-of-service aircraft are left to rot. Sometimes the parts of these aircrafts are reused, but other times they're simply abandoned, never to be used again. It's an amazing and surprising sight to see in the middle of the desert, and it's understandable that this drone pilot was very freaked out. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Comment below which of these drone discoveries was the most mysterious. If you want to see my short videos, then check out my second channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.